And we're back. Alright, off we go. Let's go penetrate the camp. Fallen rocks. Get no scoped, bitch. But yeah, when I was a kid, I didn't play a lot of these games because my parents didn't like them. I don't blame them. It was probably a good idea in hindsight, seeing how a lot of people who did play them, turned out, or otherwise, well, maybe didn't that well. Fuck. Yeah, they kind of turned out like that. But anyway, let's move up here. We do a little sniper mode here. But yeah, when I was growing up, I played a lot of, obviously games for kids. A lot of Kinect games. There were a few games on the computer that I did play, but the computer was not exactly my main. Bye bye. Um, the computer kind of became my main around 2013 when the Xbox One just ended up being a piece of shit. A broken piece of shit that didn't fucking work, and games cost way too much, no backwards compatibility, and I mean it's not like I could just go hop over to PlayStation 4 either, because that cost way, 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 way too much as well. So it was just punishments no matter where you fucking went. I'm like, why should I be punished for just wanting to play a fucking video game? It's just stupid. There's no innocence in any of this. There's no fun. There's no, it's a fucking video game, for Christ's sake. Where's the fun in being told you can't do this thing that you totally could do in the last generation? There isn't any. It's just stupid. You know, that's the thing that gets me about it, right? I didn't know. I just figured, oh, okay, well I'll go with the new thing. Maybe it'll get better, but didn't. Fucking only got worse. It got worse, and it deteriorated into a lot of weird sexual shit with anime in Japan. Like, no, this is just not at all what I had wanted to even have better graphics with. It started out as that. It started out as like, hey, we're gonna do Call of Duty and a lot of shooting games and Far Cry and Metal Gear Solid and all of these cool new sci-fi games and shit with better graphics, which is exactly what I wanted. But then they just stopped. They just stopped. They're like, no, we're not allowed to do that anymore. Why? Why are you telling yourself you can't do this anymore? Why are you doing this to yourself? 'Cause we said so. We want to make amateur Japanese shit now. We want to suck off Japan. Why? I don't know. I couldn't tell you. The answers I've found are complete gibberish and usually just relating complete, to incoherent gibberish, like crazy people talk. Incoherent gibberish and usually just bullshit that has no fucking correlation, extreme stupidity and opinions that make no fucking sense. It doesn't make sense. Like they'll talk about, we want to be so inclusive of people with different genders. There were people of all kinds of different genders in games like this. Did you fucking play any of them? No, clearly not. They just hate them because they were made by white dudes, apparently. Uh, well, I guess these new games are made by white dudes as well. You don't. There doesn't seem to be such an intense hatred of them because they're fucking white. or they're black, or they're Asian, or whatever the fuck it is. Like, I don't. Why is this the focus instead of, you know, maybe making a game that's complete, like that has single player, multiple modes, offline support? Oh, because who would ever want to go back and play a game later, right? You know, that thing I'm kind of fucking doing right now. Oh, gee, you would never want to go back and play a game later, would you? How dare you ever want to have fun with our games ever again? No, we need to take that choice away from you entirely, make that executive decision for you. That's so stupid. Like, these are choices that I would like to make for myself, not have Big Brother, whoever the hell wants to be, dictating that for me. I will be the arbiter of whatever it is I do and do not want to play. Um, I don't care who's telling me that I can't when I clearly can. Fuck you. I already paid for this thing. Go fuck yourself. It is mine. Oh, well, we don't really like that. Tough shit. You sold me a thing. The way basic commerce works for anything is once you sell me a thing, you go fuck yourself. If you don't like that, maybe don't sell it. Maybe don't make shitty products that are made to die. Or I'm not going to be given much choice but to have to go play something that's better. Or just outright stop buying your shit. Now gamers are pretty bad at boycotts because, you know, a lot of the gamers they take advantage of are fucking, I don't know, 12 years old, not very not very bright. I used to be 12 as well and think that, oh yeah, I could just keep buying the same shit, maybe they'd get better. They never did. When I kept buying the same shit, all I was saying was, yeah, I approve of and agree with this. And they put in their contracts that you agree with, you wholeheartedly endorse and, you know, agree to not hold them accountable for this shit that they fucking do in these games. To you as a customer, you know, you encourage, you endorse that, you enjoy it. When you read the fucking contracts, you'll realize it's pretty fucking dehumanizing shit. Yeah, I'm not gonna just willy-nilly sign away whatever the fuck they want me to just to play a shitty video game that sucks dick. Not anymore, at least. For fuck's sake, get out of my way, dumbass. Like, especially when these games aren't particularly good, a good way to get me to not play your game is give me a 17-page contract before I've even fired a single shot in it, or walked a step, before I've even done a single thing in your game. Mandate that I sign a 70,000 page contract. Fuck that shit. It's an easy way to get me to pirate your game and never buy it. Because you know what pirates never have to deal with? Any of that shit. They never have to deal with it. Because do you know who these contracts and all of these things punish? People who've done their shit the right way. All it does is hurt the people who have bought your game normally, who have gone out of their way to do that. Because now it's an inconvenience to buy this shit normally, as opposed to just going to old Fit Girl or whoever the hell it is, then just get, you know, pirating your shit. You want to have a fun game? Well, don't buy it. Basically, that's the problem. You can't buy fun anymore. Not in these games. You know, if you want to have fun, well, it's got to be on their terms and their conditions. That's not fun. It's not fun to be dictated and told what you can and can't fucking do. Especially when it's just not fucking true. That shit could be done. You could have some agency in this matter, but no, people will just keep buying the games from people who don't want them to. They'll just keep buying games that suck, that don't break, and then, wonder why this self-defeatist cycle continues. People will, first try to solve the problem, and then instead of solving the problem, they'll try to solve a symptom of the problem. And then instead of trying to solve the symptom of the problem because they hit a wall or whatever, well, they just say that we're going to do this thing instead. And the problem festers and lingers and deteriorates basically everything around it until everybody believes a bunch of bullshit. Always tends to go that way. Self-defeating cycle. Meanwhile, SAS Secure Tomorrow, Plants vs. Zombies, Bionicle, they never told you that you were a worthless piece of shit because of, whatever the fuck you looked like. No, they just said, here's a cool game. It's yours, come play it. That's it. Wow, what a horrible thing. You actually get to buy a thing, it works, and it's yours, and it's complete. How dare they? There's no way we can do that today. Yeah, especially when you got your head so far up your ass you won't fucking make one of them, huh? Nice. Alright, in we go to the big doors. Mission Impossible, more like. Alright, see how it goes in the next part.